Salahuddin Ayyubi, known to the West as Saladin, stands as one of history's most iconic figures, a Muslim leader, military genius, and paragon of chivalry. Born in 1137 in Tikrit, modern-day Iraq, this Kurdish Sunni Muslim rose from humble beginnings to become the Sultan of Egypt and Syria, founding the Ayyubid dynasty. Renowned for his piety, generosity, and strategic brilliance, Saladin united fractured Muslim territories and led the charge against the Crusader states, most famously recapturing Jerusalem in 1187. Salahuddin was born into a Kurdish family in Tikrit, where his father, Najmuddin Ayyub, served as a governor. Raised in a turbulent era marked by Crusader invasions and internal Muslim disunity, young Salahuddin grew up in Damascus and Baalbek, immersed in Islamic scholarship and military training. Under the mentorship of his uncle, Shirkuh, a prominent general under the Zengid dynasty, Saladin honed his skills in warfare and governance. His early career saw him serve in the court of Nuruddin Zengi, the ruler of Syria, where he developed a reputation for discipline and loyalty. By his mid-20s, Saladin accompanied Shirkuh on campaigns to Egypt, where he gained critical experience in politics and combat, setting the stage for his rise to power. Saladin's achievements reshaped the medieval world. He overthrew the Fatimid Caliphate in Egypt in 1171, establishing himself as Sultan and restoring Sunni rule. He unified Muslim territories across Egypt, Syria, Mesopotamia, and parts of the Levant, creating a formidable empire under the Ayyubid dynasty. His most celebrated triumph was the recapture of Jerusalem in 1187, after nearly 9 decades of Crusader control, a victory achieved through his strategic mastery at the Battle of Hattin. Saladin's chivalry, sparing lives, honoring treaties, and showing mercy to foes, earned him admiration even among Crusaders, including Richard the Lionheart. In 1187, Saladin faced the Crusader kingdom of Jerusalem, led by Guy of Lusignan, in a campaign that would alter the course of history. The Crusaders, holding key cities like Jerusalem and Acre, had provoked Saladin by attacking Muslim caravans and breaking truces. Determined to reclaim the Holy Land, Saladin mobilized a massive army of approximately 30,000, including cavalry and archers, from his unified territories. He chose the arid plains near the Horns of Hattin, a strategic location in Galilee, to confront the Crusader forces. In early July 1187, Saladin lured the Crusaders into a trap. The Christian army, numbering around 20,000, marched from their coastal strongholds toward Tiberias, where Saladin's forces had besieged a fortress. The Crusaders, under Guy and Renaud of Châtillon, made a fatal error. They marched through scorching desert terrain with limited water supplies. Saladin's scouts harassed their flanks, while his main army controlled the wells at Hattin. On July 3rd, he set fire to the dry grasslands, choking the Crusaders with smoke and exacerbating their thirst. On July 4th, the Battle of Hattin unfolded. The dehydrated and exhausted Crusader army, encamped on the waterless plateau, faced Saladin's disciplined forces. His cavalry and archers encircled the Christians, cutting off escape routes. The Crusaders' heavy infantry and knights, weighed down by armor in the blistering heat, were no match for Saladin's mobile tactics. A desperate charge to break through failed, and the True Cross, a sacred relic carried by the Crusaders, was captured. By day's end, the Crusader army was decimated. Thousands were killed or captured, including Guy and Renaud. Saladin executed Renaud for his treachery but spared Guy, showcasing his mercy. The victory at Hattin shattered Crusader power in the Levant. Within months, Saladin marched on Jerusalem, securing its surrender on October 2, 1187, with minimal bloodshed. His humane treatment of the city's inhabitants, allowing Christians to leave with their possessions and ensuring the safety of religious sites, stood in stark contrast to the Crusaders' massacre in 1099. Hattin was the decisive blow that paved the way for Muslim reclamation of the Holy Land. Salahuddin Ayyubi remains a towering figure in history, revered as the Lion of Islam. His life embodies the ideals of courage, justice, and compassion, transcending the boundaries of faith and culture. Through his unification of Muslim lands and his triumph at Hattin, he restored dignity to a fragmented ummah and reclaimed Jerusalem, a city sacred to millions. Yet it is his character, his humility, his mercy toward enemies, and his unwavering devotion to justice that elevates him to legend. Saladin's legacy endures as a beacon of leadership, inspiring generations to strive for unity, honor, and righteousness in the face of adversity. He was not merely a conqueror, but a symbol of humanity's highest virtues, forever etched in the annals of history.